Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by insurance agents Michael Webster and Denise Brown from Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in life and property insurance. Don't take chances with your family's future.
And now, The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Here's your host, Sabrina Turner.
Pleasant good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Radio Cayman's Business Buzz right here on Radio Cayman. I'm your host, Sabrina Turner, and this morning I'm pleased to put the spotlight and hear more about NetGeeks Media as we hear what it takes to put on an e-sport event such as an upcoming Gamers Bay for video gaming tournament. Now, when we parents think we had it all locked in convincing our kids that, too much of these video games, here we have it, making headlines, 16-year-old winning $3 million, and perfect timing.
The time is perfect.
Exactly. Daniel Scott in studio, along with Mr. Lance Jefferson this morning to tell us more about this upcoming event. Welcome to our show, and it's a pleasure to have you with me in studio.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us, Sabrina.
Well, share with me some information, and I hope by the end of this interview you'll convince me that I've been diverted on the wrong track in my perception where it comes to gaming. But I'll tell you a secret. And for those of you who don't know, in preparing for your tournament, even though I'm a little behind, I went and I bought my nice gaming chair from Kirk's Office Equipment on Saturday.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just brushing up. I'm not master at Fortnite yet, but I got it locked on.
Yep, you get
Duck Hunt.
I
got it locked on Duck Hunt. But before we continue, give us some history behind creating and hosting a video gaming tournament and technology convention here in Cayman.
Mm-hmm. So back in 2016, Daniel and I, we wanted to showcase an event to kind of showcase that we're forward thinkers in the industry. Hence the reason why we came up with this video gaming tournament / technology convention. Obviously, as you could see for the past couple of years, you could see the growth with regards to esports and where it's going. They say that esports is actually going to be bigger than baseball within the next 10 years.
I don't doubt it.
It's definitely well on its way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, for those of us who may be a little bit in the dark, tell us what is esports. It's one thing of getting out in the field, climbing trees, playing hopscotch, tiny skip, that sort of stuff. But everything is going electronically, communicating via the internet. Everything is interconnected.
Technology.
Just break it down for those of us who are maybe seeing our kids saying, can you get me when you go to Walmart or something, one of those gaming cards? And you're like, what the heck is that? No, I need to top up, but I want this one. Do $16, do $20. It's putting gaming to a different level than what we were grown up knowing.
Yeah.
So break it down. What is esports?
Absolutely. So esports is actually competitive video gaming, right? And like you touched on just now, Fortnite just had a $30 million pot for esports for competitive gaming. And also like you touched on, we're living in a technology age now that's powered in a different era than many of us grew up in. Gaming has transformed from a thing you play in a silo or just a few friends over your house to something that's connected throughout the world. You can meet friends, you can meet different people and play with different people in different cultures around the world and stay connected. So because of technology, because of the internet, and that's the power behind the video gaming, to expand, and because of that, esports was also born.
Right. So what can an event of this nature mean for a Cayman gaming scene? Where do you expect it to go?
At the end of the day, we're looking to position the Cayman Islands as the hub of esports in the Caribbean. So ultimately, that's our goal. Last year, we actually, because it's a video gaming tournament / technology convention, last year we actually started to put more focus on the technology side of it. So we actually put on a full day workshop for our UCCI STEM students and high school students who want to get into the gaming industry. We partnered up with the Ministry of Education and the Youth Service Unit. Thanks to them for their support and their continued support. And in addition to that, we also had the Arts Institute come down They focus on fine arts and gaming development. So we had them come down to facilitate the workshop, and the feedback that we got from that was nothing but phenomenal from the students, from the teachers, because it is the way of the future.
Excellent. Now let's talk about some of the accomplishment that you've achieved by Gamers Bay. Major accomplishments.
I think one of the major ones is, like Lance touched on just now, being able to provide opportunities, education opportunities, and subsequently job opportunities because of that education through the gaming industry, and being able to be equipped for the latest industries for Caymanians that can both work locally and overseas. That's a big one. Another one is in terms of awareness. We've generated over 1 million views organically through our influencer marketing, and we've also done similar for our sponsors as well. So that's something that we're proud of as well. I guess those are two big things that we're glad that we're proud to have achieved.
And it's ultimately going toward our mission, which is to open up gateways and create opportunities for our locals and youth here in the Cayman Islands. So.
Was it a hard sell to get something of this nature off the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of maybe the misconception?
Yeah, because there's a huge misconception when it comes to games. At the end of the day, it's something that we were talking about earlier before we got on air. Gamification is another form of learning. So you take a problem and you put it into a game format, and these kids will solve it. The kids growing up nowadays, they have the skill sets, and it's all about guiding them in the right direction.
Right. Now, what can we expect from Gamers Bay for Video Gaming Tournament and Gaming Convention this time around?
Well, it's actually the event has actually grown now from a one-day event to it's now a two-day event. So that's one of the big things.
Yeah, so for Gamers before, we look to expand in all areas. Every year we take our feedback and we look to re-implement it to expand. Like Lance said, this year will be a 2-year event. Two-day event. Sorry, it'll be a 2-day event. We'll have more influencers than we've ever had before. We're having 3 gaming influencers who each have over 1 million followers. They'll be in attendance and they'll be there. For the first time, we've also moved to a much larger facility, to the new John Gray Gymnasium. It's much bigger space, and we'll be able to set it up the way we've always envisioned it. We'll have a nice esports arena that everyone can sit down and enjoy, as well as to be a convention side as well. You can go and enjoy free gameplay, as well as to see the sponsor booths and just enjoy free stuff and free games.
Now let's talk about cost and registration. What does it take?
For
teams, and even for those persons who are coming to watch.
So for both the spectators and competitors, they can go to our website, gamersbaycayman.com, and then they can purchase tickets there directly through our website. For competitors, the prices ranges for sign up, but it's roughly about $150 per person, and typically the winner will get back around $1,400 or $1,500 back. So it's about a 10x return. So that's a quick recap for the competitors as well as the spectators. And the main titles we have this year is Fortnite Duos, Apex Legends Squad, Smash Brothers Singles, and FIFA 19 Singles.
Okay. We're putting the spotlight this morning on Net Geeks Media, hearing all about the upcoming event, Gamers Bay 4 Video Gaming Tournament and Gaming Convention. I'm pleased to have in studio with me telling us more Mr. Daniel Scott and Mr. Lance Jefferson, co-founders of Net Geeks Media. Business Buzz is brought to you every Tuesday and Thursday from 7:30 until approximately 9 and is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Give them a call, 949-6211, and also by Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. Over to you, Susan.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the historical vignette series, sponsored by Cayman National Bank. Visit Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
The Cayman Islands has a rich history of recognizing sports and recreation as an important element in the social and economic development of these islands. In 1935, Governor Cornwall organized the first regatta for catboats and schooners, both as a social event and as a means of encouraging tourists visiting Jamaica to come to the Cayman Islands. By 1947, it was recommended that every school should have a sports day, followed by the first inter-school sports day held in 1949. By 1976, the Cayman sailing team was in the Olympics, followed by the island's participation in CARIFTA, Central America and Caribbean Games, Pan American Games, the Commonwealth Games, Island Games, World Championships in athletics, and World Cup qualifiers in football.
Radio Cayman's historical facts vignettes are proudly brought to you by Cayman National, with branches on all 3 Cayman Islands. Visit Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs.
When you need stability, think Business of the Year.
Considering a new career opportunity, think Best Place to Work.
When dependability matters, think Outstanding Workforce.
In need of a reliable financial partner, think Bank of the Year.
When you seek excellence, think Cayman National.
No matter how many accomplishments we achieve, we always set the bar higher. That's why we are the most awarded bank in Cayman, and we are proud to be your
2018 Bank of the Year.
Don't take chances with your family's future or your valuable assets. Always be prepared and ensure your family is provided for. Cayman Insurance Center specializes in life, property, motor, health, and liability at the most competitive premiums and affordable rates on island. Call Michael Webster today at 925-5433 for life insurance, or Denise Brown at 814-7229 for property insurance. Call them today for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
This is Caitlin Tyson.
Attention all gamers, get ready for the return of the Caribbean's #1 esport event, Gamers Bay 4, taking place right here in Grand Cayman. That takes place in September 28th and 29th at the John Gray Gymnasium, and it's pretty much from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
I am pleased to have in studio with me this morning Mr. Daniel Scott and Mr. Lance Jefferson telling us more about this upcoming event. Now, there are some special guests that will be joining us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell us more about those persons that will be coming down for this event.
So we have three big gamers that'll be coming back down. Each of our gaming guests will has over 1 million followers. One of them has close to 10 million followers. So it's it's great in regards to the extra exposure that we're getting. The first one I'll name is Jessie Fangs. She is known as the Queen of FIFA. She was actually here for our first event back in 2016. We wanted to welcome her back just to showcase that the enhancements and stuff that we've been doing going on.
Yeah, and to have we always want to have someone to represent the girl gamers as well.
Yes.
So she represents the FIFA and the girl gamers. So we invited her back. She was more than excited to come back. She loves Cayman and she loves Gamers Bay. Our next guest is Drifter, Brad Overby. He primarily plays like Call of Duty and Fortnite and so forth like that. We wanted to bring him down. We also do like a podcast for Gamers Bay. We've interviewed him in the past and we've met him overseas. You know, he was super excited to come down and be a part of it as well and help promote Gamers Bay event. So he's coming along with his wife as well, who also does cosplay as well, dressing up as your favorite character and so forth.
Right.
And then our last guest is T. Martin, who a lot of people should know. This will be his 3rd year back down. He's almost like the family now. You know, he always wants to come to every Gamer Bay event and do everything he can to promote it. So we're super excited to have all 3 of them coming down.
Yeah, they all believe in the mission, what we're trying to accomplish here, and they're super friendly and definitely super supportive in regards to our mission. So we want to give them thanks for that.
Now let's talk a bit about the competitive spirit of participants and what games, you'd be featured at this event. You mentioned it at the beginning, but for those persons who may just be joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. So this year we'll have a FIFA 19. It's singles 1 versus 1. It's $150 to sign up, and first prize is $1,500. The next game title is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. That is also 1 versus 1. It's $100 to sign up and $1,000 cash prize. And then we have the two main title games. We have Apex Legends. That's a team of 3 versus 3. It's $450 for sign up and $3,000 cash prize. And then there's Fortnite Duos, which is 2 versus 2, and that is $300 to sign up and $2,500 cash prize.
Is there an age limit to participate?
No, we don't limit in regards to age. Just because you have some kids that are just super phenoms, and it's about the skill sets, right? So you don't want to limit any of these kids from the opportunity to get started.
Do you have to be a professional gamer to compete in the tournament? Because obviously I was trying to get my practice on with Duck Hunt, and it's nowhere in line of what you called.
Not at all. You don't have to be a professional. And what I particularly love about this event is it's in brackets. So let's say worst case scenario, you lose your bracket. You actually fall down into the losers, we call a losers bracket, and you have the opportunity. If you win the losers bracket, it pushes you right back into the finals.
Oh, nice!
So it's not like you play one game and that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
You're done.
Yeah.
In each bracket, you get best out of 3, so just not one match and you lose. So you get a best out of 3, and if you don't win the opportunity, you, like Glad said, you go to lose bracket and you get another best out of 3 opportunity.
And then all of our competitors, we provide them with a little swag bag. Those are little gifts and stuff from our sponsors, and just to kind of showcase that. Yeah.
So we want to give the competitors a greater experience we can, as well as the spectators and the sponsors. We want everyone to have the best experience possible. For the competitors, we give them each a swag bag valued at over $100. They get shirts, they get the bag, they get water bottles, then they get a lot of free goodies from the sponsors, sometimes charging banks, USB storages, different cool things, speakers, sunglasses. So a lot of cool
Control
things.
freaks,
a lot of cool things that they get. So we want everyone to go with feeling at least some form of winning.
Now that's going to be quite an atmosphere when you think of the gymnasium and these nice speakers that you're talking about, big screen TVs, I'm assuming. What do you envision that gym being transformed into when it comes to sounds and just excitement and some really in their game?
Let's just say that this gym that we have available now should have been available from a long time ago.
Nothing happens before it's time.
I know, but it's nothing but phenomenal. I'm a avid basketball player back in the day as well. So this is going from the Lions Center where we were playing with plastic tiles to now this awesome court. It's definitely something that I'm very proud that Cayman can say we offer now.
And the layout that we have, everyone's going to be pleased when they see it. It's going to be something they've never seen before at any of the previous Gamers Bay.
Now, I know we mentioned this, but again, we want to make sure that everybody is aware. Spectators' entrance fee, and do you have 2-day packages that persons can purchase, or it's just per day?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's $10 each day for 13 years and under, or $15 for the 2-day pass. And then it's $15 each day for 14 years and over, or $25 for a 2-day pass. And this gives you all access to both the esports arena as well as the convention center.
And then kids 4 and under are also free.
Okay. Will there be lots of free play for, let's say, PC gamers, console gamers, VR as well?
Yes, absolutely. That's something also new that we've introduced this year into a lot more gaming booths. So you'll be able to play classic games, things like Duck Hunt.
Thank you.
Will be Duck Hunt. So we have regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. We'll have the classic games, and we'll also have new consoles, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PS4, all that free to play and to enjoy, as well as virtual reality booths as well.
I hope you realize what you said, classic.
Right.
Yeah. It's okay. I don't mind being a demo.
No.
You're in tune to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz as we hear more from Net Geeks Media and the upcoming event, Gamers Bay 4 Video Gaming Tournament and Gaming Convention that takes place September 28th and 29th, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Gamers Bay is a professional esports organization headquartered right here in Grand Cayman. It was founded in 2016 by Daniel Scott and Lance Jefferson, co-founders of NetGeeks Media. The event hosts competitions and virtual reality experience unlike any other on island. While the event is still in its early years, organizers and gamers alike believe that Gamers Bay is a great way for Cayman's gaming scene. Many believe that this event is the beginning of something big for Cayman and its esports-loving residents. And if it doesn't speak more, log on to your local media sites. There's a 16-year-old and many others that are millionaires this morning just because of gaming. So parents, beware. Go out to this event. See for yourself. There are other elements to gaming than what we were told. So myths are going to be dispelled completely. Sure. Keep it locked to Radio Cayman Business Buzz for more after these few messages.
This is Caitlin Tyson, your reigning Miss Cayman Islands Universe, here to encourage you all to attend this year's pageant on Saturday, August 17th at the Ritz-Carlton Resort. It's going to be an amazing event. Tickets are on sale now at Sand Angels in Camana Bay and Funky Tangs in Georgetown. There's limited seating, so be sure to get yours soon. Thanks to our corporate sponsors, the Ministry and Department of Tourism, Cayman Airways, Hurley's Media, and Radio Cayman.
Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
We are Radio Cayman, and this is how we wake you up in the morning. Praise time. Praise time on Radio Cayman.
Walk them golden stairs, cause I know my Jesus answers all my prayers.
Praise time.
Weekday mornings from 6 until 6:30.
Praise time.
There's nothing to go back to. No. Give me Jesus in the morning. For the God of the mountain is still God.
Praise time.
Jesus in the morning, yeah.
Weekday mornings from 6 until 6:30.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, keeping the spotlight on NetGeeks Media. Now, I know putting on an event of this nature would not be possible without sponsors. Tell us what it's like to get sponsors for this event and the benefits of sponsors getting on board.
Obviously, at the we noted in the beginning that there was a misconception in regards to gaming. So educating our sponsors, and a lot of the sponsors, they're in tune with what's going on in reality. So let's put it this way. This year was a lot easier than the past 2 years. We actually have an insurance company that's joining us for the first time this year.
Wow.
Saxon is going to be joining us, so big up to those guys and their team.
Absolutely. And like we said, in terms of for the benefits for the sponsors, we give them each special activation campaigns that's unique around what their service and product is as it relates to gaming. And some of those sponsors are...
I'll name them. The Cayman Islands Department of Tourism, Hurley's Media, Mountain Dew, Papa John's, Cayman Turtle Center, Dolphin Discovery, Saxon, the Ministry of Education, Youth Services Unit, NetGeeks, Simply Computers, Kimpton Seafire, Suzuki, and C3 Pure Fiber.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, like I said, each sponsor gets, they get their own booth at the event. They get 2 to 3 months of marketing leading up to the event. They get a lot of exposure using digital marketing, using the latest marketing tactics, in addition to like special marketing activation campaigns that we do with each one-on-one.
Now, what kind of feedback have you received from your last gaming tournament convention and also from your YouTube and Instagram channels?
Phenomenal feedback.
Phenomenal.
We had great feedback from the sponsors last year. They commented on it being the best one yet. Same thing for our influencers and competitors. Everyone commented on the structure and the way we had everything laid out and outlined. And like I said, we've taken that and we've only enhanced it again for this year.
Every year we do a survey to see what our spectators and our competitors are looking for and what can enhance the event. And we listen to them, and we try to provide different elements. And this year, we're for one of our title games, we're actually using PC. So this is the first year that we're using the PCs as part of the gaming.
Okay. Now, do you offer game-related items such as T-shirts, gaming gear, just to get in the hype? Cats,
definitely. We have a lot of little merch and stuff that. So you have. Just make sure you come out there. So there'll be a lot of things that you can purchase as well, from our sponsors.
Gamer Bay will have his own branded merchandise that you can get your hands on, and then the spectators, the sponsors as well, will also bring different elements. Like C3 last year, they brought a special gaming
control freaks.
Control freaks, yeah. And they were giving those away.
It enhances the controller a little bit.
Nice. What is most popular with gamers right now in terms of video games or even playing games online with others? What do you find the demand is? Is there a specific?
I think the Battle Royale games is one of the biggest ones right now, like Fortnite and Apex Legends, where you all jump into 100-man and last team standing wins. I think that's like what's really taking the gaming industry by storm right now, is leading the forefront. You have other games like Call of Duty and other games that's also added that element in because it's so hot right now.
So what do you guys do for your downtime? I mean, it's one thing running a business, is another thing arranging a convention like this. What do you do in downtime, since a lot of professionals actually find gaming as a way of taking them out of reality, wind down the day? Where I would throw a pillow at you and say, get up and go throw out the garbage.
Downtime, probably gaming.
See?
I guess with gym counts as
gym as well, yeah.
And you don't do that virtual, do you?
No.
Okay, good. Thank God.
We wake up early every morning and go in.
Now, share with us about the structure of the tournament, the equipment, and are persons allowed to bring their own equipment?
Yep, absolutely. So we'll have all necessary equipment there, but competitors are allowed to bring their own remotes, their own headphones, as long as they meet our rules and guidelines, which is based on MLG, Major League Gaming rules and guidelines.
What about their chair? What about your own chair? We got to get that lucky chair.
If they want, they can. If they want to back it, they can absolutely bring it.
What do you hope the future of esports will look like in the Cayman Islands in the next 3 to 5 years, if not quicker, with the way things are going nowadays?
Like I said earlier, we're trying to position Cayman Islands as the esports hub of the Caribbean, and this year we're actually having a number of competitors from Jamaica that will be coming down to compete as well. So, we're going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Like in 3 to 5 years, in terms of the tourism product side of it, we want to have like Clancy, we want to be a central hub, and we've specifically chosen in September because it's such a low time for the island industry to help bring people down to the island. So in 3 to 5 years, we want to be able to have national through the Caribbean and as well North America and Canada and England come down to the Cayman Islands to participate in esports and enjoy the weather.
Okay.
And that's from the tourism side, and then from the educational workshop side, we want to start doing leagues throughout the year, as well as continue to give back to education and do more workshops and provide more opportunities for the youth.
Okay, well, gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. I would ask you to quickly recap when, where, and whatever else information you'd like.
Yes, absolutely. Gamers Bay 4 Video Gaming Tournament and Gaming Convention going down September 28th and 29th at the John Gray High School Gymnasium. For all information, go to gamersbaycayman.com or find us on every social media channel.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. It's a wrap. Well, I'm going to take you guys on. I'm still going to stick to my duck hunt. I'm definitely going to come prepared, goggles and all.
Absolutely, you have to.
You think I don't know what VR is or what? I got one of those big old things.
You have to come dressed apart.
It has been a pleasure. Lance and Danny, thank you for sharing with us, and we wish you all success on your tournament.
Thank you as well, Sabrina, and Radio Cayman. We appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. We invite you to stay tuned to more of Radio Cayman's Business Buzz after the 8 o'clock news and weather update, when we'll hear more from JN Money Transfer in association with Michelle T. and Friends. Present Jamaica 57th Independence Gospel Fest. It'll take place on August 4th at the Lion Centre. So keep it locked for more when we come back.
Thank you, Sabrina. And studio time now by Price Right is 8 a.m.
Price Right is Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore, making your dollar go further with huge savings and no membership fees. Get more of the things you use every day at the right price. But it's not just grocery and health and beauty. Price Right has a full range of products from office to automotive, patio furnishings to kitchen appliances, and even electronics. And since warehouse prices mean savings for you, everything is priced right at Price Right, Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore. Access and information. Your community. News and information. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
With your latest news, I'm Karsley Fuller. 2 men get into a dispute at a local bar, leaving one seriously hurt Monday morning. Radio Cayman's April Cummings has more.
Police and emergency services were called to the North Sound Road bar around 1:45 a.m. They say both parties were already gone, and they found the injured man at the hospital with life-threatening injuries. At 2:45 a.m., police and other emergency services were dispatched to a church on Frank Sound Road, where it appeared the driver of a red Kia Picante lost control, colliding with columns in front of the church, and the vehicle stopped on top of the column. The driver was hurt and taken to the hospital. He was treated for serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Police believe the 24-year-old Northside man involved in the collision on Frank Sound Road was involved in the earlier stabbing at the bar. He is under arrest on suspicion of wounding with intent and warned for intended prosecution for several traffic offenses, including DUI and driving while disqualified. April Cummings, Radio Cayman News.
Cullers carried 6,000 green iguanas to the landfill for counting last week. The week before, the figure was closer to 9,000. The cull is a nationwide effort to stamp out the invasive species. The Department of Environment says so far, 825,000 green iguanas have been culled since the program started on October 29th. You can find the full breakdown at DOE.ky. And the Georgetown Revitalization Team is gearing up to host its first Saturday Night Live at Georgetown event, part of efforts to bring additional life and vibrancy back to the country's capital. According to organizers, the event is aimed at creating a modern downtown waterfront atmosphere filled with live music, local artisans, and tapa-style Caymanian food. It all happens August 3rd from 4 until 11 p.m. at Hogstye Bay in central Georgetown. In regional news, after nearly 2 years of denial, Pastor Kenneth Blake in Jamaica has admitted that he repeatedly had sex with a 12-year-old girl who he impregnated. Blake on Monday pleaded guilty to the offenses of grievous sexual assault, having sex with a person under 16, and sexually touching when he appeared in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. The 56-year-old pastor of Harvest Temple Apostolic Church in Kingston was also charged with rape and forcible abduction, but those charges have been withdrawn by prosecutors. He will be sentenced on October 18th and has been remanded. The victim, who is now 15 years old, gave birth to a boy on November 30th, 2012. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which will take us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News with Jerry Smith. The Chinese telecoms giant Huawei has reported a sharp rise in revenue, despite being placed on a trade blacklist by the United States. The firm says its revenue went up by more than a fifth in the first half of this year, but is warned of problems ahead. China says most of the people who are being held in mass detention centres in the western region of Xinjiang have returned home, a claim that can't be verified. Up to 1 million ethnic Uyghurs and other Muslims are believed to have been held without trial. The value of the British pound has continued to fall sharply, reaching its lowest level against the dollar in more than 2 years. It comes as the government of the new Prime Minister Boris Johnson insists Britain is prepared to leave the European Union without a deal. The US rapper A$AP Rocky has gone on trial in Stockholm, accused of assaulting a 19-year-old Afghan refugee there last month. He's pleaded not guilty. President Trump has joined celebrities in calling for the rapper's release. The UN says nearly 500 civilians have been killed in 3 months of fighting for control of rebel-held northwestern Syria. It says airstrikes and other attacks by Russian-backed Syrian government forces have driven 440,000 people from their homes. An environmental campaign group says the illegal logging of rosewood for sale to China is having a devastating impact on forests and communities in Ghana. It said Ghana's forestry officials were involved in selling permits for endangered species. A court in the US has ruled that the singer Katy Perry copied one of her most popular songs from a Christian rapper. Lawyers representing Marcus Gray, who performs as Flame, argued successfully that Perry had copied the beat of his song Joyful Noise. BBC News.
Access. Information. What's happening in your community? News and information, music and more. You can find us. www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
There are plenty of reasons to be a Logic customer. There's lightning-fast internet connectivity. There's the great overall customer experience. And now, you can improve your Wi-Fi connectivity with Logic Boost Wi-Fi for free. With Boost, you can extend your freedom to stream, game, and download seamlessly anywhere in your home, like your patio or your underground lair if you have one. Sign up now for any Logic bundle package and get free Boost Wi-Fi for a limited time. Visit logic.ky for details.
If you're a concerned parent, have regular, non-judgmental conversations with your child or teen about drug and alcohol use. Talk to them about the dangers of using drugs and alcohol, using age-appropriate explanations. Explain why you don't want them to use drugs. Most importantly, believe in your own power to help your child or teen avoid using drugs and alcohol. For more information on how to have the conversation about drugs and alcohol, visit us at www.ndc.ky. This message is brought to you by Radio Cayman and the National Drug Council.
Superstitch Sewing and Fabric Center was the proud sponsor of the Weather Report, your one-stop shop for all of your household items, craft items, jewelry, beads, and decorations, and much more. Call Superstitch at 949-2833 or email customer care at superstitch.com.ky.
New stock has just arrived at Superstitch. Now don't take my word for it. Drop by and see for yourself. Fresh off the boat, we have loads of fabric, vinyl upholstery fabric, fabric for cushions, outdoor fabrics, and dress fabric. That's not all. Superstitch has sewing accessories and craft items. Included in the new shipment, you will find sheets, comforters, throw pillows, bath mats, rugs, and curtains for every room in your home. Superstitch, 39 Pasador Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best price in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
Pleasant good morning. Time now for the latest weather report. Current temperature is 85 degrees. Relative humidity is 82%. Barometric pressure 29.93 inches and rising. The wind is east at 5 knots. Overnight low temperature was 81 degrees. Synopsis indicate isolated showers expected as patches of low-level clouds off eastern Cuba moves into the Cayman area. Radar images show isolated showers in and around the Cayman area moving towards the southwest. Now the forecast for today, calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of early morning showers and thunder, and showers will be locally heavy at times, and temperatures will be in the low 90s. Winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. And the forecast for tonight, pretty much the same, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of late night showers and thunder. And showers will be locally heavy at times and temperatures falling to the upper 70s. Your winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots. And seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Low tide will occur this afternoon at 2:17. High tide tonight at a minute after 9. The sun will set this evening at 7:01 and will rise tomorrow morning at 2 minutes past 6. And the outlook is calling for an increase in cloudiness and shower activity from Thursday morning as a tropical wave moves into the northwest Caribbean.
The Weather Report is proudly sponsored by Super Stitch Sewing and Fabric Center, your one-stop household store at 39 Pasador Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best prices in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
New stock has just arrived at Super Stitch. Now don't take my word for it. Drop by and see for yourself. Fresh off the boat, we have loads of fabric, vinyl upholstery fabric, fabric for cushions, outdoor fabrics, and dress fabric. That's not all. Super Stitch has sewing accessories and craft items. Included in the new shipment, you will find sheets, comforters, throw pillows, bath mats, rugs, and curtains for every room in your home. Super Stitch, 39 Pasador Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best price in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
Good morning once again. Let's take a look what's happening on our roads. Coming from the Eastern Shamrock Road and the Linford Pearson Highway, steady traffic, but flowing. Some sections a little busier than other sections. No issues coming from the Westway 4-way stop as traffic is flowing pretty good, as well as Owen Roberts Drive. Coming off of Bobby Thompson Way, moderate flow of traffic. And Cool Road, busy traffic, some sections, other sections, steady traffic. Hulda Avenue and on Thomas Russell Way, traffic is flowing moderately, as well as Eastern Avenue and on Godfrey Nixon Way. And that's the very latest on your traffic. Join us again at about 10 minutes after 12. We'll update you traffic-wise. Remember 10-2 on the steering wheel.
The Tuesday and Thursday edition of The Business Buzz is brought to you by
Cayman Medical Supplies, providing quality pharmaceuticals, medical supplies, and consumer products to healthcare providers, retailers, and ultimately the patients at a reasonable rate in a friendly, caring, and timely manner. Cayman Medical Supplies is located at number 93 Smith Road, Windward Center. Telephone 949-6211.
From happy beginnings to happy ever after,
Brit K protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
Health insurance with far-reaching benefits.
95% of claims settled in 5 days.
Low-cost life insurance.
And investments.
Security in retirement.
With a custodian pension plan.
For happy beginnings and a happy ever after,
visit BritK.ky or call 949-8699.
Brit K, where people come first.
back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. On our second segment this morning, I am your host, Sabrina Turner. The Business Buzz is brought to you every Tuesday and Thursday from 7:30 until 9 and is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Give them a call, 949-6211, and also by Cayman Insurance Center. Celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. In this segment, we hear more about JN Money Transfer in association with Michelle T. and friends present. Jamaica's 57th Independence Gospel Fest. It takes place on August 4th at the Lions Center. Now, as you know, Jamaica is gearing up to for this celebration, and in this morning show we hear about the upcoming Gospel Fest that will take place. This is not historic, but it's something that people look for each year as a part of the Jamaican Independence celebration. Michelle T., I know you bring a lot to the table. It's exciting. People are building, and that's this weekend.
It is. This morning, good morning, everyone. This morning, Chris and I were talking. I'm like, Chris, the time is finally here. And it gives such an exciting feeling, that, we started just to giving God all the glory. He has spared our lives to see this another exciting event, and we're really looking forward to it.
Well, definitely. You've brought along local artist, Miss Laverne Welcome, and we're also expected to be joined a little later by two artists for this event, Christian reggae artist Chosen and evangelist Sandra Brooks. But in the meantime, we want to welcome Michelle T. and Laverne Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
This Sunday,
yes,
August 4th, Lions Center will play and host a gospel concert.
Yes.
Tell us what's in store.
Well, we'll be starting from in the morning. That's 8 o'clock Sunday morning. We'll be having our breakfast. And, quite a few persons are looking forward to the Elsha fish fry, where we have from the pot to the plate. And we'll be having ackee and saltfish, or chocolate tea, so a lot of Jamaican products will be there that persons will be looking forward to. We'll have potato pudding, cornmeal pudding, that's or
you say it and I feel my hips just expanding.
I believe that person should start going on diet for this event because,
from today.
Yeah, because for me especially, what I look forward to is the fish and the festival. That is so delicious.
Yes,
I have some now.
Yes, I know.
But
the feeling.
I know, yeah. Persons going off to work on Sunday mornings, they could just stop by. We'll be there from 8 o'clock. Some persons won't be cooking, I know. Then they can get their fish and the bami and festival with fried breadfruit. And we'll be, just make it really delicious and just bring back what Jamaica is when it comes on to our independence celebrations.
Now, the gospel concert featuring a variety of artists, which will undoubtedly capture the side of Jamaican spirituality that can only be expressed through the power of song.
Yes.
Now, you bring your own to the table.
Yes.
This has surrounded you all of your life.
Yes, I was brought up in the church, started in a junior choir. I was a member of the Grace Trillers band, very active where music is concerned because it's a part of me. My brother Anthony Malvo is also a well-known reggae artist. And, just praying that he'll come one day and join me fully with this. But this is something that I love. I have a passion for it. And, singing brings really joy, hope, peace, and happiness. So this independence celebrations, we just want persons to come out because there's a song for someone.
Right.
Yes.
Now, what does it take to plan a gospel concert of this level? It must be a lot of hard work.
It is, but the engine behind this is Chris, my husband. I was talking to someone yesterday and I said, look what the Lord has done. He had the cancer, stage 3 going to 4 behind the nostrils. And, I was trying to really study the name of that. But, I said, I want people just to understand what it is. It was behind the nostrils, close to the brain. And when I look at Chris and see how active he is, he's able to plan. He multitask a lot. I have to be up early in the mornings with him. Sometimes I'm saying, Chris, I just need to sleep. And he says, Michelle, this is not the time to sleep. After the event, then you can take some naps. But right now, Chris is the person behind this, and I give God thanks for him because he's really the wind, and my strength.
And blessings are all over you.
Amen.
So please tell us about your latest album, Blessings All Over Me.
Blessings All Over Me was released last March, the 31st. It has 12 songs with a few combinations on it with my brother, again, Anthony Malvo, Claudel Clark, Second Chance, Ernell X-World, and he's in Atlanta. That's my producer. And we have Ancient Priest on it also. One of the songs on this is Hello. It was produced by Dwayne Utah here. You know, I went to Atlanta afterwards. I spent 3 months in the U.S. promoting this. I just got back, and the reception was awesome. You know, it was a wonderful time, and I do believe that, as the title of the CD says, blessings all over me. You know, when you think about the blessings of the Lord in every aspect of your life, you know, every day you just have to be thankful because He is our refuge and strength and a very present help.
Now, what advice would you give to the youth involved in the church choir or who have a goal of becoming a gospel singer? It's one thing of being raised up into that spiritual home where you didn't have a choice when you went to church.
Yes.
You get up. It doesn't matter how much your belly aches or how much you got a headache.
You just have to go.
And you just fall into it. What advice would you give those that know that is entrenched in them? And I'm speaking from the truth because I strayed, but it is what it is. What's in my veins is in my veins. You know, for those becoming a gospel singer, taking it to a different level.
What happened, you know, you first have to have this passion. Because many times I talk to a lot of artists, they're saying that I'm not doing it because I'm not being paid for it. But if you don't have that passion for it and knowing that you're blessing someone, you know, if it's even one soul when you do it, and then the Lord will make provision for His own. So I've been doing this from junior choir coming straight up. You know, there are times when I look at it because I used to do secular. You know, Chris has always been a promoter.
Right.
You know, he did all of those dances with Beanie Man and all of that. So I was a part of that. But, you know, doing all of that, I brought up in the church, doing all of that, and then now I recommitted my life to God. They had an event once, and I was opening for Beanie Man, and I sat backstage, and I saw all the commotion, and, you know, who wants to go on, and how you have to look, and and I sat there, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
This is not for me.
No, and I wouldn't, if I'm to compare both of them, secular and gospel, I wouldn't give up gospel to do secular, because at the end of the day, when you're up there and you're doing ministry, and if it's even one person said, Michelle, I was blessed by it, gives you such joy. It's like, oh God, thank you, I'm doing something for the kingdom. And at the same time, God has given me this gift, and I intend to give it back to Him.
Good for you. Now, Ms. Laverne Welcome is a local artist that will also be performing. Please tell us more about yourself and what people can expect.
Well, Laverne Welcome, as you said, I've got the pleasure to be on the show because Michelle T here, she invited me. And, you know, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to sing because, you know, I've been singing in church all my life. You know, people always comes up to me and they'll say, oh, you have a wonderful voice. But sometimes people say things, but you don't believe. You just say, okay.
You brush it off.
Yeah, you just brush it off. But I remember the first time that I sung on the independent
celebration,
shows. And, you know, when the flyers went out and my face was on the flyers, everyone was coming up to me and saying, I didn't know you sing, because, you know, you're always in the back burner. I didn't know you sing. And a lot of my friends, they pretty much came out that...
to support you.
Yeah, to support me. And even now, where I work at Reliable Industries, and a lot of my staff members, they're saying, I'm coming, I didn't know that you were such a big celebrity. But, you know, to God be the glory, because, you know, when He's doing something in your life, He make provision. And I'm only doing this for the glory of God, not to be paid, not to be, you know, looked upon as the greatest among, but for the glory of God. My biggest thing is, when I minister, I want to make sure that someone's soul is blessed.
Definitely. Now, there is nothing like being able to perform songs on stage that will resonate with the audience. When our words seem to forsake us, music transcends every barrier to convey exactly what it is we're feeling. It's all about Gospel Fest, JN Money Transfer in association with Michelle T. and Friends, as they will bring you Jamaica 57th Independence Gospel Fest happening this Sunday, August 4th. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we're hoping to be joined by phone by Christian reggae singer Chosen. The Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by K-Man Medical Supplies and K-Man Insurance Center.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
And for 45 years, we have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Summer means sunscreen, a lot of it. But this year, you can make the reef-friendly choice in sunscreen. At Healthcare Pharmacy in Governor's Square and Grand Harbor, you can find Ocean Potion and Australian Gold Botanical Sunscreen. Ocean Potion is reef-friendly, oxybenzone-free, antioxidant-enriched, and contains no added parabens. Australian Gold is also phthalate-free, hypoallergenic, and was not tested on animals. So make the right choice in sunscreen this summer with Healthcare Pharmacy, Governor's Square and Grand Harbor.
Yes! Me not stop praise the Almighty God. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speak to me, with my whole heart I agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you. When your spirit speaks to me, with my whole heart I agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. I'm Mr. Send down the rain. I'm Mr. Send down the rain. I'm Mr. Send down the gospel rain.
I say yes, and I say send down the rain. What do you say, Chosen?
Indeed. A pleasant morning. Oh, no,
You just got us bumping in here, and we're just praying for all the blessings and anything that man above sends down to us. Welcome to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz, and I know you'll be gracing us on stage right here in Grand Cayman this weekend.
Listen, I'm excited. I am dripping with the anointing. Hey, I'm up, I'm alive, and I'm on the Radio Cayman. Listen, I can't explain. I'm just joyful, you know? I'm joyful.
Well, glory to be, and we hope that the blessing will just definitely be transcending through the waves this morning as a kickstart to this weekend and your independence celebration. But share with us some information about your musical career and how Jamaica has influenced you as an artist.
Well, my vision is to help people to understand their God-given purpose. And the mandate is to impact all the nations of this earth with the gospel of Jesus Christ. My mission is simple but profound. God's will. I will preach the gospel that Jesus preached. It is what that will bring the change. And I mean, and my message is simple and again profound. Aspire to inspire before you expire.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Powerful word right there. Yeah. Now, I'm sure your music is derived from a place of worship from within. So how would you describe the type of music that you produce?
It goes back to your core values. And some of my most valuable assets is like, this, my life, I'm nothing without God.
Mm-hmm.
And love for my brother as Christ loves me, you know what I mean? And passion is just souls renewed. Integrity, God's laws and principles, and my music transcends all of that, you know?
Now, with gospel industry in Jamaica quite saturated, how do you set yourself apart from bringing something different to the table?
It's simple, as the good book says, my sheep knows my voice, And gone are the days where mediocrity and just go in the studio and just sing a song is acceptable. God is in the exposing business, and God is also in the promotional business. It's a spirit-led move, divinely orchestrated by God, and that's the honest truth, I don't try, I'm 100% not gospel industry centered. I live a low-key life. I'm a father. I'm also a businessman, a event planner as well. So you won't see me at every industry-centered event.
Right.
But what you will see and what you will feel when I turn up is the presence of God.
Well, I know what we're feeling through the airwaves this morning. Now, are there any new albums or collaborations in the works for you?
I'm happy you said that. In the immediate pipeline, like this summer, August 24th, I'll be releasing my new album, Culture Invasion. I'll be doing the release in New York, that's in the Bronx. So we're doing massive things, man. And this new album is powered by the recent reggae Grammy winner, Rowan Rankin.
Right.
So we're working assiduously and we're moving by the Spirit and with the as the Lord tarries and as He leads,
Now, Jamaica will be celebrating 57 years of independence. Your thoughts on that, Chosen?
I mean, it's a wonderful accomplishment, and I mean, but as I always tell people, the greatest freedom and the greatest ever is salvation.
Right.
That's the greatest freedom is salvation. So, to the listeners out there, I'll say, hey, if you haven't met Christ, man, come and meet Him. He is amazing. He's wonderful. He's sovereign God. He's phenomenal. We can't find the right words to describe how great He is. So in this independence season, I want to impose and just put on your heart that the greatest freedom is salvation.
Amen, my brother.
Amen.
Now, what can we look forward to from you this year's Gospel Fest?
Just the ministry of children is vibrant, So, and I heard that the Cayman people vibrant.
Hey, let me tell you, we're bumping it in here.
And we're coming over there and we're coming to just ball out Jesus' name and we not stop.
That's right.
We're doing it with an unashamed impact. It's just joy, fun, and more importantly, the word will be potent.
That's right.
Amen.
Chosen, thank you so much for speaking with us this morning, and look forward to your performance.
To everybody.
Morning,
Good
Chosen.
Morning,
Yes.
Chris, thanks for having me. I transfer love. All right, blessings.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
We've been speaking to Chosen as a Christian reggae singer that will be performing on the stage at the Lion Center this weekend, right here to celebrate the 57 years of independence for Jamaica. Now, vendors, tell us, what can we look forward to? It's all about the food.
Yeah.
Starting off from in the morning.
yeah, the food will be there, Papa, our chef, and as we mentioned, it's Lion Center, and we have sponsors.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Wouldn't be possible without them.
The sponsors will be Real World Breeze, Radio Cayman, of course, M Creations, Kmart, Caymanian Times. It's quite a few of them. Celtronics, Praise 87.9, The Voice 97.9, I can hardly see some of these, but Mr. Brady, quite a few of them will be, sponsoring.
Please, you're not less if you're not. It's not that you're overlooked, but it's just so much, and we're grateful for all of the sponsors to make it possible.
Yes, and the ticket outlets will be Funky Tongues, J&M Electronics, Fix It, Celtronics, Macross, J&N Money Transfer, Mango Tree Restaurant, Famous Restaurant, and Angel Supply.
Now, what does Jamaican independence mean to you? And I'll ask you as well, Laverne.
It's a time of celebration where we display our culture in music, song, food, everybody come together. You know, one year I was in Jamaica, and everywhere you go, even pot covers, people have it, you know.
I know. They become tambourines.
Yes. It's like, this is the time to make a joyful noise. This is the time to take out your colors. This is the time to just have fun and enjoy what we have. And it's really a time when we get to display to the world
who you are,
who we are, and how much we enjoy being who we are.
Now, Laverne, what does Jamaican independence mean to you?
For me, it means celebrating our culture, celebrating who we are, you know, showcase how our talent, because, you know, in Jamaica, there's a lot of talent in Jamaica.
Yes.
So it's for us to showcase our talent and for people to see who we are, because sometimes people will think that we as Jamaica, we are different, but we are truly different and unique, and that's what we want to show people, that we are loving people, we are kind, we love the Lord, we believe in Him, and we trust in Him. And, you know, we just want to let everyone know, come on out and celebrate with us, because we want all of you to be there.
Yes. And sorry, before you go, just to add, I'm now seeing I have my glasses on.
Denial.
Superior author. I wouldn't want to leave them off this. And Majestic Meal and People's Choice. That's the food place. You know, they sell all Jamaican produce.
Yes.
You know, so these are persons who are really in it for us. Mr. Fix It. You know, so we're just grateful for all the sponsors who came and JN. We mentioned that already. You know, but JN is our main sponsor. You know, so we're just grateful to God, and hopefully others will come aboard as we go along. Yeah.
Now, Jamaica is gearing up to celebrate a significant anniversary on August 6th as they observe 57 years of independence. And given the historical links between Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, it is little wonder that there will be a series of special events lined up here in Cayman to keep everyone entertained. On this morning's show, we hear all about the upcoming Gospel Fest and what it takes to stage an event of this magnitude. In studio with me, I'm pleased to be joined by Michelle T, and she's brought along Miss Laverne. Welcome. We just heard from Christian reggae artist Chosen, who had us really, whatever was going through the mics and whatever was coming through there, I felt it.
Yeah.
And, you know, after these short messages, we'll be speaking with evangelist Sandra Brooks, who's a dynamic gospel singer, former lead singer for Grace Trillers. Again, without the kind sponsorship of Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Center, the Business Buzz would not be able to be brought to you. So keep it locked to the Business Buzz for more, and join us back because we'll be hearing from evangelist Sandra Brooks.
Oh gosh. Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
At Logic, we make things better for our customers. It's why we're offering free Boost Wi-Fi. With Boost, you get improved Wi-Fi connectivity everywhere in your home, so there's no more dead zones. The only people we're not making this better for is parents. Because now with seamless Wi-Fi in every room in your home, go to your room isn't really the punishment it used to be. Sorry about that. Sign up now for any Logic Bundle package and get free Boost Wi-Fi for a limited time. Visit logic.ky for details.
To pray this morning as
I don't think we need to ask ourselves that question. That should come about just when you open your eyes and you give thanks. What do you think, Sandra Brooks? Evangelist Sandra Brooks joining us by phone. Good morning.
Amen. Amen. I'm in total agreement with you.
You shouldn't even think. That's just like how you just inhale, exhale. You don't think. It happens.
Eat first.
That's right. It's a pleasure to have you joining in on the conversation this morning and looking forward to your concert this weekend.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure linking up with Cayman and Cayman Radio. And, I'm looking forward to also come to Cayman. So I'm never tired of coming to Cayman. I've been coming for many, many years.
You're right. Now you have this,
and I don't expect the show to be any different.
That's right. Now you have this soulful part about your voice, and I mean, just listening, how fitting. I mean, we're just starting a new day. We're giving thanks, and we're looking forward to the upcoming show. But how has the gospel landscape changed since you've started singing some 31 years ago? That's almost my age.
Oh.
Without timelining myself.
Yes, my dear. It has changed dramatically, sorry. And I'm sorry to say not for the better.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm praying that it will get, over time, some of these artists will catch up on themselves and realize that the gospel must be preached and it must be done effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Not that some of the styles and genre of music is not reaching.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would more think the young people are loving it, but I'm not seeing any change,
right,
in their lifestyle.
Right.
So it is effective. It's okay to jump, it's okay to shout and have fun, but then, there must be some sanity to the music. The music must cause you to think.
I totally
music
agree.
Must cause change, and music is a powerful medium. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We see music cause people to do all kinds of outrageous, demonic stuff. So if we're not sending out a message of the gospel, because the gospel is all about the good news of Jesus Christ,
mm-hmm,
and the music must be saying that. You're not supposed to be talking about an artist and, oh God, give them big house and big car and big this and big that. It's all about, material stuff.
mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be talking about the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Right.
And as I said, I'm hoping to see that, bit by bit, they will change their ways of doing stuff. We don't need to be conforming to the standard of the world.
Exactly.
We are here to transform the world,
right,
not to conform to the standard. So that's basically, how I'm seeing it from my standpoint. Yeah.
Right. Now, what song of yours resonates best with your fans? And what key message do you want your music to always convey?
Well, the one that you're playing, a lot of people play it all over the world, start their programs with it. And the answer, road is rough. Well, when I want people, when they listen to my music, it brings hope. Yeah?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It inspires them to live right and to draw closer to God. And I believe it has done that over the years.
Right.
And I'm hoping to continue to do so. Yeah?
Right. Now, what can Cayman audience look forward to from your performance at Gospel Fest 2019?
Well, as I often say, whatever the Holy Spirit gives me to give to the people, that is what you will be getting.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be shortchanged or anything. As I prepare myself to come to minister the gospel, so I allow the Holy Spirit to use me
mm-hmm.
in any fashion He wants to use me. So come out. I'm sure God is going to be in the house. Jesus is going to be in the place. I believe that.
Now, Evangelist, if you had one message to give your fans listening this morning, what would it be?
Don't give up. Jesus is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ever ask or think. He never changed. He's still the same yesterday, today, and forever. Keep praying.
Thank
and
you.
He will answer your cry.
That's right. What would you like to leave for viewing? Well, we got people viewing via YouTube, although they're not seeing you because you're in Jamaica. But our listening audience this morning, what would you like to leave with them this morning before gracing the stage this Sunday?
Well, I want to say to them, if you have not met this man, Christ Jesus, come, taste and see that He is good. I've been a Christian over donkey years. I'm 49 years old. I got saved when I was only 12 years old. So I'm a good witness, that Jesus Christ, He can do all things, and there's no sin that you might have committed that God is not able to erase. Once you come to Him, asking forgiveness, sincerely asking Him in your life, He will deliver you. So come and taste and see that He is good. Try my Savior. Try my friend.
Yes.
His name is Jesus Christ.
Now, I got to throw it out here. What is it like leading by example, understanding the power of social media, and people are so judgmental nowadays? What does it take to maintain that standard that you've built all of these years?
Well, you see, I believe if you sincerely have Christ, you know, when you have Jesus in a real way, there's a certain level of standard that you should carry, you know, and your character, you know, because we're emulating Christ, And so we're supposed to be living accordingly. Hence, I mean, you're not supposed to be lying and stealing. Your word must be your bond. It's not to say, as a minister, I have been seeing this lacking in the church, and the church has lost its power because we preach one thing and we live another
something
thing.
else.
But I'm here to tell the true child of God that in order for you to be a witness, your light has to shine. You have to shine light. You have to show Christ. You're walking, you're talking, you're living, everyday living must be Christ, or you're fake. And many are fake. Sorry to say, but
we're having church this morning. We're having church, Evangelist Sandra Brooks.
Yes, we're having church. And so it's about time for the body of Christ. We need to wake up. We need to live what we preach. God is going to hold us accountable for all of these lives that we are causing to go astray. Yeah? Because our light is not shining. We speak one thing, but we live another thing. We are fake. We are hypocrites. And so, for me, it's imperative. It's important for me to live, to shine. This is not about... When you have experienced Christ in a real way, there are certain things you can't do.
Right.
You know? There's certain life you can't live because you know Him. And I'm not fortunate like some people to get away with stuff. He beat me over my head big time. So I can't play church. I cannot play church. Yeah?
That's
and
right.
If I find myself off track, I better go on track fast because He's going to give me some real chastising. So it's saying, who much is given, much is required. And when God has placed you in a position of prominence, because He's relying on you, you can't play the fool. So I'm here to encourage those of us as children of God who you know you not walk right, you not live right. Come man, come, wake up, shake up.
Shake up.
Wake up your father ground, man. You need to get it together.
That's
because
right.
Jesus is relying on you to stand out for Him. You know?
Well, let's talk about Gospel Fest 2019. Evangelist Sandra Brooks just giving us a taste and getting us into the groove of church right here on Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. I want to wish you all the best. Safe travels over and looking forward to great things this weekend.
Amen. Thanks for having me, and thanks Michelle T. and brother Chris.
God bless
thanks
you.
For having me.
We're looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was Evangelist Sandra Brooks, who will be joining and gracing the stage this Sunday, August 4th at the Lion Center. And they're going to have an all-day event from breakfast straight down to the evening concert. Other artists will be Kevin Heath, Chosen, who we've spoken to, Prodigal Son, Jamaica Preaching Policeman will be performing along with Michelle T. and friends. And in studio with me, I'm joined by Laverne Welcome. You know, when you hear the soulfulness of Evangelist Sandra Brooks and even Chosen, who we've spoken to, there was just something coming through the airwaves this morning. And I can only imagine what's going to grace the whole Lion Center this weekend leading up and as a part of the celebration event.
Because we're having the policeman, the preaching. A lot of persons are saying, is he a police for true? Yes, he preaches in his uniform. And this man, when you can YouTube him, and he's such a powerhouse for the kingdom. And this event, you know, we don't want people to just come and have a good time and leave. That is why we're starting with the preaching policeman, and we'll be ending with an altar call. Evangelist Sandra will be closing off for us. So
she pretty much had one here.
Yes,
I'm quite sure the message was received by many this morning.
Yes, so we're starting at the gates will be opening at 5 p.m. and the event will be starting at 6 p.m. sharp with praise and worship. And we're going into it and we're going to have a wonderful time in the Lord, because guess what? Souls must be saved. I am here to encourage persons that Christianity is not a stiff thing. There's fun in it. There's joy, because when it comes on to our Lord and Savior, He wants us to enjoy what He has provided us with.
And wear comfortable shoes, because you may hear some music going on in the background. That's gospel. That's you, yeah. Michelle.
Yes, that's
so we don't want no one with those big old platforms. We're going to be praising Jesus. We're going to be comfortable doing it.
Yes,
right?
we will be. We will be. I'm so grateful to all the churches who are coming out and who have been supporting us over the years. The pastors who, when they look at us, they say, we are praying for you. We do need that. And it is my Christian our determination is to see all churches come together and worship as one, because it's one God.
That's right.
Yeah, sometimes we look at it, it seems like you have Jesus on your door. It's a different, but it does not work like that. It's only one. So we are trying to pull everybody together. And my ministry is not for the church. It's for the outside, the bars. Persons outside see me, Michelle, they can see God in me, because I must win at least a soul for the kingdom.
That's right. Yes. I think you guys are winning plenty just by being in tune this morning and viewing us live stream via YouTube. Now, can you just recap on the main points about Gospel Fest that you would like to leave with our listeners and viewing audience this morning?
Yes, I do want to remind you that it is this Sunday. Doors will be opening at 5, event 6 p.m. sharp at the Lion Center. And, thanks to JN, our main sponsor, and all these ministers will be coming in. They cannot wait to come. They are so excited about the Cayman Islands itself. Because when we're promoting the Cayman Islands, we tell them about our beaches, the people, everything.
Right.
So when we bring the Jamaica Independence celebration to this, we'll be having all these ministers along with quite a few local artists. We'll be having Women of Purpose, Shanda, your own will be on it. We have the Aki group, Zamar, my daughter, Mahesh.
Yes.
We'll be putting her out there, their famous cousin, our sister Laverne, DC Praise, Roderick Brown, and our MC will be Basilia Barnaby Cuff from Jamaica, and we'll all be backed by the Unity Band. Persons, get your tickets. Don't wait until the last minute. You can get your tickets at Funky Times, JNM Electronics, Fix It Celtronics, Macross, JN Money, Mango Tree, Famous Restaurant, Angel Supply. It is $25 pre-sold, $30 at the gate. We also have a combo of $30. When you purchase that ticket, you'll get the concert ticket along with your dinner.
Nice.
Yes, so do not wait until last minute. You don't want to miss nothing at all. So come out. We're gonna have. I'm so excited about it, because with the lineup, Kevin Heath, a lot of persons know him. Yeah, Prodigal song, Jesus bigger than what people say. People. I can just anticipate seeing a lot of people just shouting, dancing. Come out, man. We're gonna have a wonderful time, and don't be late.
That's right.
All right,
Laverne, any closing words from you? What people can expect?
My closing is that we love to see all our fans, all our worshippers to come out and to worship with us, because it's not just an event, but it's a gospel. We are spreading the gospel of God. So we are inviting everyone to come out and just to support this ministry, because it's an awesome ministry.
Amen.
I want to thank you both and all of the persons who joined us by phone for making the Business Buzz a very spiritual one this morning as we walk in faith, and definitely want to wish you all success in your events.
Thank you so much, Sabrina, and we do hope that you'll be able to come
I
and
hope
celebrate
so too.
with us.
Definitely.
Yeah. God bless you. We're just bringing everything to the Cayman Islands because we love this place, and we're going to bring heaven down on earth.
Well, I got a little taste of whatever it was going through the airwaves. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
I am Sabrina Turner, inviting you to join me again on Thursday for another Business Buzz. And the Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Give them a call, 949-6211. And also by Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. Make sure to get your tickets for this weekend's Gospel Fest. It takes place August 4th at the Lion Center. Susan, our producer, and she's also manning the boards. To you, our loyal listeners and fans, thank you so much for your continued support. Until Thursday, have a safe and fabulous Tuesday.
It was a blood that grieves my heart. It was
Stop praise the Almighty God. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speak to me, with my whole heart I agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes.
And the music of Chosen, Christian reggae singer Chosen. And before that, you heard from Michelle T. Don't forget to check out the big time Gospel Fest happening this Sunday at the Lion Center.
And my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. I miss to send down the rain. I miss to send down the rain. I miss to send down the gospel rain. I miss to send down the rain. I miss to send down the rain. I miss to send down the gospel rain again. Voila! I miss to send down the rain again. Send down the rain. Once I miss to send down the gospel rain. I miss to send down the rain again. Send down the rain. Once again, send down the gospel rain. I want a revival in my soul. Yes, Lord. I want a revival in my soul. I must oblige to the blood of Jesus. I want a revival in my soul. I want a revival in my soul. Yes, I want a revival in my soul. I must oblige to the blood of Jesus and get a revival in my soul. I'm going up right now on the rough side of the mountain, and I'm doing